to get going. Gotta catch those runners taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Dr. Chad on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's day trading live stream. Thursday, November 14th. S&P is down 4, NASDAQ is down 40. Russell up 5, Dow up 95. Gold and silver both red. Notes and bonds green. 10-year yield down 0.66. Oil up 1.3. Natural gas down 1.7. All the grains a little bit red. Euro and the pound a little bit red. Bitcoin up another 1.5%. Good morning. Good morning. Chad is in the woods this morning, so you are stuck with me. Got the opening bell in about 2.5 minutes. It looks like I will be putting on a 1 DTE. Got the VIX up a little bit overnight. 0.21% currently at the freeze. So I'll do a 1 DTE. I've got a few calendars that'll come off. So I'll need to post those. Looks like the 1-2 will be profitable. Today is Thursday, so we will be using the 1 DTE. One days to expire. I'll be choosing a strike somewhere right around the money. Right near at the money. On my main board here, I've got Apple, Amazon, Baidu, Coinbase, Meta, Netflix, NVIDIA, Tesla. On my other monitor, I've got AMD, Baba, Boeing, Square, Google, Microsoft, MU, Roku. If you guys, as always, if you guys see any volume spiking or price action you think needs some attention, let me know. Got the opening bell in about 30 seconds. So we had PPI this morning. Not much of a reaction. A little bit of a down move. Let's see, the S&P dropped about, I guess it dropped about 15 points right out of the gate after the data came out. It's kind of chopping around since then. Expected move for the day in NDX is 105.2. Compared to about 113 yesterday. SPX about 23.8 compared to 25.1 yesterday. far as biggest movers for individual stocks, we've got Disney up 9%. Oh, I did a little bullish Disney play during Power Hour yesterday. Let's see how that's doing. It's up nicely. Yeah, Disney had earnings. I did a Disney bullish fly. Here, I'll pull it up here. Did a little bullish butterfly in Disney, so it's up nicely. I think I'll trim some of that off and let a couple ride. All right. Other than Disney, MSTR up 4%. Let's just pick out some of the ones we trade here. AMD's up 1.5. Netflix up almost 1. Microsoft and Amazon up about 0.4. Nvidia a little bit green. Google a little bit red. Meta a little bit red. Man, SMCI down another 7%. That thing is not having a good month. So it looks like the VIX actually opened up slightly down, but 0.07%. Apple came out unchanged and is pushing hard. Amazon, same thing. It's above yesterday's high. I've got a 3-4 double calendar that I'll take off a little bit later this morning. It's going to be a loser. And my 6-7 I'll take off later today. It's going to need to make a decent size move for it to be a winner. My 1-2 should be coming off now. All right, out of my 1-2. Amazon and Apple taking a little pause after the push. Boeing dipped down into red territory and bounced up hard. Microsoft, kind of similar to Apple and Amazon. Yeah, my 1 DTE will fire here in a few minutes. Yeah, Tesla flushed the overnight lows and then bounced. I'm not looking for anything. My bot chooses the strikes exactly like I have in my trade plan. Square started out unchanged. It's weak. About halfway into our second 5-minute bar. Yeah, Roku's got volume. I'm not going to trade Roku. You could do the 76 calls, but they're 25 wide on a $76 stock. No, I'll pass. Coinbase going into the red. S&P and NASDAQ just above unchanged. Microsoft and Apple staying strong. Amazon holding above yesterday's high. Netflix staying strong. All right, so my 1 DTE just filled. That's my 1 DTE in the Zero Live chat channel. S&P and NASDAQ now just below unchanged, dipping into the red. No other volume bars except for Roku. Square looks like it could get a little mighty 90 action. Check the options on Square. Sometimes they can be a little sketchy. Yeah, 30 cents wide on the calls on an $84 stock. It's not very good. I will pass on Square too, probably. The open interest is good, but those bid asks are just wide. Nvidia back down. Ooh, look at Amazon. Started off strong on that first 5-minute bar. It's giving it all back. VIX creeping them back up above 14. Nvidia tried to go red twice and bounced. S&P and NASDAQ coming down. Amazon into the red. Square's going to have a nice looking mighty 90 setup, but I just don't like the options. Baba's got a little bit higher. Zero live chat, Chessmaster. Netflix trying to hold above yesterday's high. Netflix hitting new all-time highs on that push. Little bit of choppiness out of quite a few stocks. Baba is close to an upside volume or a volume bar. Technically, you could consider that a mighty 90, but and I'm still within the first 5-minute bar as far as range goes. Nvidia dipped into the red again and trying to bounce. Hit yesterday's low. I guess that was the low from 2 days ago. No, yeah, that was yesterday. Coinbase staying weak, down 2%. AMD breaking lows of day. NVIDIA staying in the red. NASDAQ heading down towards yesterday's lows. NVIDIA's been in a fairly tight consolidation range, looking at a daily chart. It's kind of at the lower end of that range now. Microsoft is staying green. Apple's staying fairly strong. Netflix staying fairly strong. Everything else a little weak. Yeah, possibly. It would need to get and it's kind of a gradual rise in volume. Still got a minute plus left on this bar. If it flushes yesterday's lows and bounces, I may take it as kind of a stop hunt here with a little mighty 90 flare. NVIDIA, I'd be looking at the 146 calls. All right, I'm going to take a long in NVIDIA, 146 calls. Filled at $1.48 and $1.51. A little split fill. I'll put my first profit target at $1.65. Hit it. Hit it. Filled at 165. Nice bounce. What happened? Did it run away from you? Baidu had a little bit of an increased volume. I'm gonna put in another order at $1.85 if it bounces quickly. Coinbase bouncing back up to yesterday's lows. S&P bounced right back up to unchanged and it's kind of pushing back down. Nvidia popped up and hit me, but it's back down. I don't like the price action. It can't stay green. We'll see. I'll give it a little more time. All right, I'm going to get out of Nvidia. Filled in my last piece at 154. Oh, I just don't like the price action of it. Trying to get green and keeps getting pushed back down there. So if it bounces here, I'll miss. I already booked a profit, so but I'll miss any more. May have been a little premature. We'll see. AMD bouncing. Baba had another little volume pop. Tesla's getting a little higher volume bar as it approaches yesterday's lows. Got about 20 seconds. I'd like to see a little bit more of a flush in Netflix or Tesla. I may take a long in Tesla though. All right, so maybe I was a little premature getting out of Nvidia. They call that premature speculation. Yeah, I did. It looked like it was just trying to get green and kept getting pushed back down. But yeah, should have held. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Coinbase back up to unchanged. Oh yeah, there goes Nvidia. Apple staying strong. A little bit of consolidation, just under highs. Amazon started off the same as Apple and just fell apart. Still watching Tesla. If it bounces here, I'll miss it, but I was hoping for another little flush. Oh yeah, I left some major shekels on the table with Nvidia. Not major. I got at a 70% of my position at the first profit target, but that's a big move. I usually do more than 50%. So I did so I started with 25 and I got out of 17 of them at my first profit target. I've been doing that lately. I just, once I hit my first profit target, I almost want to guarantee that it's going to be a green trade. Yeah, I got shook out though. Yeah, okay, this is what I wanted to see in Tesla. I'd be trading the 322 half calls. 322 halves. I'm going to get in here. Filled at 625. Filled at 625 on the 322 halves. First profit target 685. Need to bounce back up to yesterday's lows. So I did 7 trying to get out of 4 at my first PT. Didn't quite bounce up there. Meta had a little volume pop as well as it broke over to highs of day. It's kind of choppy price action, though it worked. Nvidia above the overnight highs. with a little volume increase. Take a short in NVIDIA there. I'm going to take a short in NVIDIA. 148 puts. 148 puts. Filled at 153. Tesla's getting close. I'm going to lower to 675. Filled at 681 in Tesla to close some. We're right at yesterday's lows. I wanted to get out in case we fail here. NVIDIA ripping. NASDAQ staying pretty weak. S&P kind of staying weak, but NVIDIA still bouncing. Give it a minute. I may add to NVIDIA. There's not really a good key level to add to, but see if Tesla can give us a second green bar. NVIDIA trying to come back down. I'm going to try to shed another Tesla at 750. Bounces a little bit more. I did not add to NVIDIA now. You could have chosen that another high volume bar to do so, which would have been right at the top, but I did not. Microsoft all the way back down to through lows of day. Nvidia dipped and bounced back up. Tesla should be close to hitting set. There we go. Filled at 750. So I've got 2 left on Tesla. Got about a minute and a half left on this bar. Need Tesla to bounce, Nvidia to crash. All right, that bar turned red in Tesla. I'm still going to get out of the rest of my Tesla. Filled at 645 on my last couple. All right, need another push down out of Nvidia. Microsoft kind of rejecting at lows, at the overnight lows a couple times. NASDAQ and S&P staying relatively weak. Just kind of had that initial flush and have been chopping near lows of day. Need Nvidia back down to mid-range or lower. Tesla back down through lows of day. Coming down with some heat. NVIDIA trying to pop back up. Well, shoot. I did not play NVIDIA very well, did I? Kind of giving back what I made on my long that I cut short. I don't like an ad here. I mean, it had a nice push, pause, pushed again. That looks more like continuation higher to me. I'll give it a little bit, but not thrilled with the price action. Coinbase bouncing back up into green territory. I mean, if the indices start to flush, it may be able to pull NVIDIA back down. Tesla getting another little volume pop. Not going to get not going to get back in Tesla here. But if Tesla made another flush, I would consider. Come on, NVIDIA, flush it. Flush it back down. Follow your buddy Tesla. Not a lot of correlation between anything today. I mean, we got some super choppy, narrow chop. We got some roller coasters. We got some V shapes. We got some straight downs. We got all kinds of stuff today. Wide variety. I mean, I don't like how we pushed above the uh, above the overnight high, which is also the top of the opening, top of the day of that opening bar. Kind of the same thing. We're just kind of chopping above that. I don't like that in NVIDIA. Look at Tesla getting down and dirty. Yeah, I mean, NVIDIA is a kind of a looking like a potential upside continuation runner that I would take. Let's see what we do here. We got about a little over a minute left. See if we can break back down. Got in at $1.53. I'm gonna get out at $1.70 of some. One more little push. Oh, about $1.68. Hit me. Hit it. Oh, there we go. Filled at $1.68. So I'll wait for my second red bar on this one. I'll be a good boy and wait for my second red bar this time. Tesla getting another decently high volume bar. NDX down to the expected move for the day on the lower end. S&P down almost to yesterday's low, which is pretty close to its downside expected move as well. Not waiting, El Piero? You're not waiting with me? I messed up the first time. And it slapped me for not following the rules. you're you're taking out your revenge because you couldn't get filled on the first one. I hear you. Sometimes you got to show the market who's boss. That always goes over well. Tesla catching a little bounce off the lows. Meta near lows of day. Goog near lows of day. AMD near lows of day. Apple came all the way down to lows of days, which is also unchanged and bounced. Amazon near lows of day. Yeah, I got about a minute left on this bar. Nvidia's currently got a little green bar. Tesla, tiny bounce back to lows. Tesla had such a run after the election. There's really no levels, any other price peaks to use as levels. All right. Nvidia turned to green. I will take the rest off if I get another red bar here and just be done. It's almost an hour in. Hopefully we don't bounce. Yeah, SPX and NDX trying to stay above their expected moves, above yesterday's lows. CMG, I haven't traded that in a while. Oh my gosh, they have no value in their options. It's a $60 stock now. Huh. Yeah, it's just really not tradable on the 1DT options anyway. If you get in on a Monday, like on the 7 or a Friday on the 7-day options, might be a little better. All right, NVIDIA, one more flush. Need one more flush out of you. That is not what I'm looking for, NVIDIA. No issues here. Apple back up to highs of day. Apple did not want to go down, even though the market was going down. And now that the market is bouncing a little bit, Apple is firing up. All right, NVIDIA, I'm about done with you. See if it wants to dip back down. I'll give it a little bit longer. Big bounce out of NASDAQ and S&P off their downside expected move areas. All right, I'm about to cut NVIDIA. Just wanted to see if it happens to retrace this bar a little bit. You got toss orders too fast? Huh, I haven't had any. Even Tesla bounced. All right, I'm going to cut NVIDIA here. I'm done. Done for the day, kids. Filled at $1.24. So booked a little bit. Booked, let's see. Made 417 on my two NVIDIA trades and 389 on Tesla for a total of 806. All right, all that is a wrap. Everybody have a good day. We'll be here for Power Hour Live at the last hour. We do have Jerome Powell speaking right as Power Hour starts at 2 p.m. Central. So not sure how much I'll have on at that point, but we'll see. All right, all take care. Have a good day. Cheers.